chaos, dysfunction, and one hell of a show. Welcome to the Cornhole, bro.
Hey,
it didn't kick me out. I'm here.
Let's go.
All right, what up, everybody? Well, it looks like we went live in 2 of the 3 places, so still not able to get YouTube to pull over. So not sure what's up with that. But even though it didn't kick me out on the intro this time, it looks like Jeremiah just ain't gonna show up. I'm gonna be the first one to comment too. I'm gonna comment hi. Let's see if that pulls in. Because last week we had an issue where
I'll comment too. Hello. Oh wait, were you commenting on your page or the other page?
I'm on my page commenting.
Okay.
But yeah, see if you can comment on Cornhole Roast.
I will.
Oh shoot, he gone.
Me?
He lost your camera. It's all good.
What happened? It's still lit up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I got to do to get the chat to pull in here. We have no problem at all whenever Mish runs the show, so I might just hire Mish to run it from now on. She gonna run every. Oh, I see Tracy. Tracy says, "Let's go." Hey. Tracy, where are you commenting on? Are you commenting on my page, or are you commenting on the Cornhole Roast page?
Hell no, she commented on the Cornhole Roast page.
Did she?
Yeah, I just saw it.
All right, well, I don't see my eye, so I guess. Oh man. All right. Well, anyway, everybody tag Jeremiah. Tell him to get his ass in here. He's late.
Yes, he is.
I appreciate that, Tracy. Everybody else, what's up? What's up? Welcome in. We got a lot to talk about. It's been a pretty eventful and viral week, man. A lot of stuff going on, and some things have gotten nationwide. Some things are staying local. I guess we could. You want to start with the bad and work our way back to the good?
Yeah, hold on. Let me stop upload this thing, see if it helps. But yeah, let's start with the bad. You might as well.
All right.
Kind of.
So, yeah. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, man, everybody tag Jeremiah Ellis. Get his ass in here. He's late. Told me we're going live at 8:00 Central Time. He even asked us what time we were going live, didn't he?
Yeah, he said 9 Eastern, and I said 8:00 Central, and I said figure out your time zones.
Bill,
some
freaking noob, bro, freaking noob. All right, there we go. So we'll just leave that chat right there in the bottom corner. But yeah, all right. So what was it, Sunday or Saturday or something? Sometime this weekend.
Sunday. I think it was Sunday.
Yeah. What up, Bubba? Welcome in. Bubba, for some reason the chat on my page isn't working, so if you want to comment and participate in the chat, head over to the Cornhole Roast on Facebook, and you can comment on that live feed there. We're live in 2 different places. But yeah,
can you pin a chat?
What's that?
Can you pin a chat?
Can I pin a chat? Not on this. This is just a software.
All right.
I mean, it should pull it in automatically. I don't know why it's not. I'll have to kind of figure that out. I don't think I did anything different. Let me see. Let me see if there's an option in here. No, it doesn't say. Doesn't say anything different for the options. All right. Anyway, yeah. So news broke. Dayton Weber accused of basically shooting a passenger in his car. And obviously the first question is how this happened. How was he able to do that? Whenever the news broke for me, it was never a situation of how could he do it, because I've always seen this man overcome so much and do so many different things. What up, Cito? But it was just a matter of like why and what happened. You know what I mean? For me, so whenever it happened, I was trying to piece it together on how it all happened. Like I know that there might have been some substances going around or something. What up, Matt? Best episode yet, he says. Oh man. Something's missing and makes the show better.
Yeah, yeah. It's got to be Matt Hardberger, huh?
Yeah. Jake said he just woke up. But anyway, I was kind of thinking like, okay, a lot of people were like, all right, how did this happen? So at first I didn't read an article that said he was driving. And I still am not 100% sure if we know if he's driving or not, right? Unless you've seen something different. So I haven't seen anything since the first day. So I was thinking maybe like he was just outside the car. He had a gun on him or something, pulled up to somebody in the passenger seat and shot him in the head over some beef or something. I don't know. And then it found out that he was actually in the car. And then another article said that he was driving. And he said he took a NyQuil and he passed out. He feels like shit, he says. Oh, man. So anyway, found out he was in the car. And the one question I see going around with all these so-called influencers and media personalities, how does this happen? So I guess he was in the car driving, pulled the gun, shot the victim in the head twice, and then tried to pull over and have the two guys in the back seat ask him to dump the body with him. They got out and ran. He then hopped in the car, dipped out, I guess pulled the body out himself, dumped it in the yard, and then took off to Virginia. And again, I am not the source to get your news information from, okay? I'm just going off of what I've read, seen on, TikTok or wherever, and going from there. So if anybody in the chat has any different information than I do, again, man, this is a show where we all chime in together. So feel free to chime in. Cito says, sad day for sure, just still can't believe it. Dude, I'm right there with you. So, I mean, is this what you're hearing? Did you hear anything different?
No, that's what I heard. I mean, but like you said, like I didn't. When I first heard about it, man, because I had the guy on my podcast before, him and Mike Hoffman. Obviously, we've seen him at a bunch of events, so it's like, damn, like how bad did it get for this to happen? The kids obviously had a tough life, but it's just like shit. Why? You know what I mean? And like, I don't know. I don't like to speculate on shit because there's so many things that are gonna be posted from random people, especially the way social media is these days with AI generation, all kinds of bullshit.
Yeah.
Just to shoot it straight. It sucks for all parties involved. Obviously, for the guy who's killed, him and his family, the people who were in the backseat who had to witness it. For Dayton, who was going through something, for his family as well. It just sucks for the whole, like even the Cornhole community. I mean, you read all these messages from people or posts like, man, I knew that guy, or I played against him, or I saw him at these events, always happy in a good mood, but you never really know what somebody's going through outside of Cornhole. So I don't know. I'm sure more things will come out. I know he was arrested when he was at a hospital. He was in Virginia waiting to get extradited to Maryland so he could be formally charged on these charges. Obviously, I'll pay close attention to it, as I'm sure you will, because it kind of hits close to home. But yeah, I mean, it just sucks for everybody. It sucks for the Cornhole community that people even have to talk about it. We have to hear about it, whenever we talk about Cornhole in general and bringing people together and meeting new people from all different versions
that's
of life.
Kind of a weird thing, man, because if you – I'm going to apologize because I know I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to say quadriplegic at some time. That's not what I mean. Quad amputee. You could say a quad amputee is driving a car and shoots the passenger, and I'm going to be like, wait, what? You know what I mean? But the fact that they put a quad amputee professional cornhole player there is just weird to me.
Yeah.
Like, out of all the things you could attach to somebody like professional cornhole player, like it's just kind of weird that that's how they all associate it with. And then I don't want to.
Do you think it's because it's kind of like, I mean, Dayton Weber, you type in Dayton Weber, it's going to show up his his big. I mean, he was on ESPN, right? It was like a big thing. They did articles about it and everything. So it's like, and it's whatever's clickbait, So it's, so they put Cornhole player Dayton Weber. So
it's one of these things just to draw the people in and get them to kind of read into the story, because it's almost like a compliment and a backhanded slap at the same time. Like, it's like, oh, dude, this guy with no arms and no legs can play cornhole. It's amazing, but then he murders somebody. And it's just like they're initially attacking the brain and making you have two different feelings in reading one sentence, which is what the media does, which is good. So Jake says it is his claim to fame. I definitely get that. I understand that. But my perspective here is about the media side of it. So I'm not going to sit here in this chair and act like I'm better than any of these influencers or the people on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I crack jokes. I make jokes. If this wasn't close to home, I'd probably be saying some jokes about it too. But the part that bothers me the most is that there's so much divide about it. Like, I've seen some people online praying for Dayton, praying for their friend, praying for the victim and stuff like that. And then immediately everybody's first reaction is to go into a fight. You know, you're praying for a murderer. Screw you, man. You're a piece of shit too. Now it's like, dude, why? Why do we have to do that, man? Like this is a tragic situation. It sucks. But like, you don't have to try and control everybody else's thought process. We're all individuals. You can have your thoughts on it. I can have my thoughts on it. We can go about our day. But the fact that people have to go to a keyboard and immediately get into a fight over it, man, I hate that so much. And that's what pisses me off about this entire story more than anything, because we're getting this narrative now that Dayton was a terrible person. And he did a terrible thing. I don't necessarily think I could say that he was a terrible person. Now, I don't know the story. I don't know the details. I don't know what they're arguing about. I don't know if there's anything that you could ever say to me that would get me to that point. Now, there's things you could do that would get me to that point. But again, the entire story's not out. We weren't there. We don't know what's going on. Now, there are two people that were there. I'm sure we'll hear their side of the story eventually. But, man, I'm just like really pissed off about how the divide is, and people just want to go and, you know, poke fun and start arguments right off the bat. I don't know, man. How do you feel about that?
No, I agree. I mean, I'm with you, right? Like it's something, but wouldn't even probably pay close attention to that much if it didn't hit close to home, because you see it all the time in other sports. I guess not to relate this back to sports, but yeah, and it reminds me of politics. You know what I mean? Like, you can have your own beliefs, you can feel how you want to feel about it, but it doesn't directly affect you to go on there and start typing about it or get into arguments about it. I mean, a lot of people are more sentimental than others, and that's just the way it is. Some people don't give a shit. Some people care about him, his family, the fact that they have to go through that. You know what I mean? The fact that he was triggered to do something like this. Some people just look him out to be some crazy person now. You know, but, I mean, it just goes back to what you're saying. It's we're, I don't want to say we're a part of it. We're obviously all over social media as well with different podcasts and with these keyboard warriors that just say crazy stuff just to form arguments or try and get their point across or look cool. You know, it's just the way it is. And I mean, it doesn't – obviously, I know it pisses you off, it pisses me off too, but it doesn't bother me. Or, I mean, it does bother me, but it doesn't surprise me. Whenever I first saw it come out, I'm like, man, people are going to run with this with different narratives.
Oh, dude, it didn't take long at all. My coworker was kind of shocked yesterday and then laughing about it today, and I could hear them murmuring in the other room and stuff like that. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not going to act like I'm better. I'd make jokes at people. I mean, hell,
Sure.
Our show is called the Cornhole Roast. We make fun of each other all the time. I mean,
Right.
there's a certain level of respect to it that I think we all have for each other. I'm going to address the 9 people over on my Facebook page. So right now I got 9 people watching on Wally Caster's Facebook page. For some reason, your chat isn't pulling up in the bottom corner over here like Jake's comments. So if you want to go to the Cornhole Roast Facebook page, I can pull your comments up on the screen. We can all interact. So Cito, I see he's in here with a few. He said he'll be addressing this tomorrow on Cito's Cornhole Corner. And then he says so many answers need to be addressed. I've known him since he was 16 years old, driving the tournaments on his own. This does, and tragic for sure. Praying for the Wells family also, definitely. The jokes and stuff are what people – jokes and stuff they're saying is the worst for sure. So, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like it's an easy target, right? There's so many different layers to this. You want to make fun of a cornhole player. You want to make fun of, you know, a quad amputee. It's all easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's uncharted territory, but the manner behind it and how you go behind it, you can definitely see that Jeremiah in the green room waiting now. But no, you can see that it brings out a lot of people's true characters, the way that they're handling the situation. And I'm not going to go to the extreme of deleting people and stuff like that, man. But I just do better, people. Just do better. That's all I got to say. All right.
Speaking of doing better.
Hi.
What, you look like shit.
I feel like shit right now. I don't know what happened. I got off of work. I felt like crap. Took some NyQuil and I passed the fuck out.
Do this.
Yeah, NyQuil during the day helps out. NyQuil's for night.
That's all I had, bro. I mean, I was like, I would like to feel a little bit better right now. So that's what happened.
Yeah, so we were just kind of talking about the Dayton situation. I don't know if you want to touch base on that or not. I mean, it's obviously a tragic story. kind of talking about, just do better as people. But yeah, you got anything you want to say on that or not really?
No.
I don't blame you. It's definitely a touchy subject, dude. But there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot of positive going on. We just had a couple cornhole tournaments over the last weekend, so let's transition into that. Matt says it's time to leave. Party's over.
Hey, hold on. I'm about to rip this damn flag down. I swear.
So
Hold on, we gotta get to this.
We are going to be doing a couple. Yeah, well, good point. Good point. We'll get into that, Brian. We are going to be doing one more Wednesday. Jeremiah, set your alarm. Next Wednesday, 8 o'clock Central Time. We're going to have our final episode of the Cornhole Roast on Wednesdays. And then after that, we're probably going to move it to, I don't know, what did we decide? Mondays, I think?
I don't know. I don't think we decided.
Oh, we ain't decided nothing yet. Okay.
Sounds about right. We'll figure it out day off.
Hey, but why are we switching days? Why are we switching days? Matt's giving me a hard time. Let the man know why we're switching days.
Oh, well, I was planning on playing Cornhole too on Wednesdays.
No. All right.
Well, currently playing on Mondays, so that's going to be tough.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, man. It might be Thursdays. Who knows? Eric Porter, what up? Jeremiah Ellis, you going to be in Peoria? He wants to know. He said, no, I think Jeremiah's going to Erie.
I'm going to Erie. Yep.
And again, guys, if you're watching over on Wally Kastler Facebook page, head on over to Cornhole Roast Facebook page. If you're not following, make sure you hit the follow. If you guys are already there, hit the thumbs up button. We only got one person hitting the thumbs up so far. But yeah, Brian wants to start off every episode with a joke. Get some laffy taffies. My man has to have his sugar. So let's go ahead and crack this joke. See what you got.
How do birds chat with each other?
Twitter.
No. I mean, yes, but no.
Okay. Is it they send a tweet? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, tweets.
Yeah.
Let Jeremiah answer first for once. All right, let's go,
You know
Jeremiah.
Wally's a little quicker than me.
You can't process it, dude.
All right, Jeremiah, Mr. Late. I like that name. What does the singing eye doctor call his song?
A singing eye doctor call his song?
Mm-hmm.
I have no fucking clue.
All right, you're no fun, Wally.
All right, what is it?
iTunes.
Okay. iTunes, I like it. I heard one earlier today. It said, did you know that the boomerangs was Australia's #1 export? Like last year, they sold more boomerangs. It was their #1 export. And it was also their #1 import.
Whoa, because they came back.
Went out.
Jeremiah, you get it?
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Thanks.
You don't get it, dude.
Oh, man, that was a good one.
That's
Came in
good.
here to get roasted, huh?
All right, Jeremiah, go ahead and tell us your joke.
I ain't got no damn joke for you all today.
Looking at it.
All right, let's get into cornhole, man. So we had ACL signature #3, I believe, out in
Overland Park, Kansas. Or
Kansas City-ish area. I heard the venue was nice. I did not go. Looked like it was pretty massive. They had a lot of stuff going on there. Again, more negativity on Addicted to Cornhole over commentators and stuff like that. Man, just drop it, guys. I feel like this is going like a 3-year joke now. Let's have some fun with it. Enjoy what we got. Otherwise, we don't get shit. Because I don't know. I believe we talked last week about an ACO tournament somewhere, and I didn't see a single live feed on that. Did you guys?
I did not. I think the venue they used for that one is like terrible service. But I mean, that's really no excuse if you ask me.
Yeah. So, again, stop complaining before we get nothing, because I have no idea who won that tournament. Jeremiah, I don't know if you're that closely connected to the ACO. Do you know who won?
Yeah, Gary Bearpaw won, I believe. I think he won doubles and singles. Him and
you think that was Foreman?
Yeah, Foreman.
Jacob Foreman, Gary Bearpaw taking it down. All right. I mean, that's respectable. I don't know how big the field was or anything like that, but
I think there's like 100 players. I think is what I seen. There's about 100 players there.
Okay, those are some big names. So if you want to have an ACL versus ACO battle, I think those guys will probably be included in that. So that's at least good. Now, this upcoming weekend, there's going to be 3 tournaments: Erie, Peoria, and Las Vegas. So
Are those all considered majors or whatever?
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, they are.
I think-
They're all. It's a triple major weekend.
triple major weekend. I don't know if there's going to be any coverage of it or not. I'm going to try and stay tuned to it. I'm going to actually be doing some watch parties this entire week, or this weekend. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Baseball season underway right now. It starts tomorrow. The regular season for everybody else. Right now I have the Yankees money line. I have no runs in the first inning, which already cashed for me. And then I have the under 7 runs total scored. Right now the score is 5-0. So I ain't feeling too confident about that. But as far as the ACL signature goes, let's go ahead and start with the winners. I mean, who won doubles out there? Was that Mark and Tony?
Mark and Tony won doubles.
Okay, so Mark and Tony win doubles. Mark adds to his titles. We're going to have to get a cornhole analyst in here to talk about this shit if we're going to be considered cornhole roast.
He's got 34 now.
34 titles. And then
Tony has 20 now.
So we'll get into that in a second because I want to talk about golf and it's going to kind of translate. But
And as a Georgia Sliders manager, I had to look that up and post it, just to give
don't get me wrong. We'll get to your Georgia Sliders here in a second. But Ryan Wiedenfeld and Chris Roybal take down another bracket, bro.
Yeah.
They're legit. The first time was a fluke. The second time backed it up, and the third time, man, you have to put some respect on their name. They're up there at the top, man. Jeremiah,
they definitely didn't play their best. Not to take away from Cameron and Ryan who beat them, but they definitely didn't play their best in the semifinals either. So
yeah, Jeremiah, you played against both of these guys, man. Have you had a chance to watch their game now, or do you see anything different?
I watched it a little bit. I feel like Royball's rollback is it's a lot better than it was. I feel it's more consistent. That's about the only thing I've realized. Otherwise, I just think they grind it out, man. They hit the big shots when they need the big shots. They don't make stupid decisions. I feel like they talk really well together. And it's the chemistry, bro. Doubles comes down to chemistry.
Yeah,
way more than most people realize. Being able to trust the guy on the other end and know when they're struggling, you got them. You know what I mean? You're gonna be there.
Would you trust me on the other end if I was throwing back to you?
Hell no.
Okay. All right, just asking.
I feel like you have. I think I've seen you play before, and you have good results, but your throw looks ugly as fuck. I don't know why.
Thank you, Wally.
That was a compliment, bro.
I know. I said thank you.
Okay.
I don't know. Some think my throw looks ugly too, bro. It's all good.
Brian says, "Is this the tiptoe chat or wide open?" No, open it up, bro. Whatever you want to say. This ain't that type of show, dude. We cover everything. We don't hide from anything. Jay Smooth, what up? Welcome in again. If you guys are watching on Wally's page, head on over to Cornhole Roast. Give it a follow.
Jay Smooth.
Batson and Grindersley from a couple of years ago. He said, "Man, Batson, that's a name that fell off, dude. How dare he leave Cornhole and get with the gorgeous lady and marry her and have a nice life outside of Cornhole?"
I swear the last time he played was in Biloxi, and we go 49 rounds, and then he beats me, and then and I'm like, what in the hell, bro?
That was his Super Bowl, bro.
Oh my gosh, that was the most rounds I've ever played. I just seen somebody hit 59, right? Is that what it was?
I don't know. I tried clicking on that earlier, and Jake's posted and go through.
Who is it?
I think it was 59. Shaver Ford and
some other name I don't remember.
Oh dang! All right, R.I.P. to the other name. It's lost.
Brian says, "Can we agree that Hissner and Birchfield are done?"
Hell no, we cannot agree that, bro. No way in hell. People don't realize. I don't know. I'm a cornhole. I'd like to be at the top, bro. But sometimes Adam has been playing this game so damn long. That man just trying to have a good time, probably. I don't know, bro. I can't say that.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with them being done as partnerships and not?
They quit. Anything? Is that what he means? They splitting up?
No, I think.
No, I think he's just saying that they suck. Chuck Krasinski.
That's what I was taking from it. They suck.
There are a couple of Chicago boys, man. Are we sure they actually played 59 rounds, or do you think they agreed ahead of time to just type in the score and make it look that way?
Oh my gosh!
I'm just saying, dude. I don't trust Chicago.
Can't put nothing past anybody.
It wasn't 11 PPRs. It was like a 10-5 and a 10-4. Is that the
let's make it realistic. It was 6-5 real quick.
Oh gosh!
Rocky, what up, my dude? Welcome in, brother. Aaron Lambert says, put a damn hat on, Jeremiah, or pull it up in a man bun.
I can't yet, bro. It's getting there.
Is that the goal? Are you going to try and do a man bun?
Are you trying to get a
I
man
don't know if
bun?
I'm doing a man bun or a mullet, bro. I don't know.
Dude, I bet you, with this, you could probably pull off like a nasty, like an awesome Viking braid, and then like shave the sides and look like Ragnarok. Only you got like you kind of look like a cross between like a badass Viking and Santa Claus.
All right, so I need to shave the sides and just pull it back. Is that what
Braid
you're
it
telling me?
back, braid this beard, and then just
All
let
right.
that thing eat, bro.
I might have to try it out. I mean, I've seen you do
try
some
it out.
wild stuff with your hair, so
Jake says,
that's true.
Jake's with me, man. He says Seabass probably made a deal. Kyle Butler in my page wants to know if we want to hear a joke. Yeah, I say let's do it. Let's hear it, Kyle. Go ahead and
joke.
Kyle, hop over to the Cornhole Roast Facebook page and then tell the joke in that chat so that way I can put it on the screen. Aaron says he just need a haircut. He's going to do what he's going to do. I think Aaron wants you to get that white goatee look that he's got, you know.
I mean, I think he's just mad that the last time we
Cornhole
played.
Roast. It's Cornhole Roast. Cornhole
Roast, as in roast Bryan.
Roast.
Oh, that's a nice little background that Brian's got today.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. Can I pull the? There we go. There it is. Cornhole Roast.
Roast.
It's the same background I always have.
Bro, that was not there last week.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dang him. That hair was looking good, son.
That came in hot. All right. What up,
Background
Mike?
was here last week, you dipshit.
Dude, no the hell it wasn't, bro.
All right. Well, how about you go to
Wally
the YouTube
was.
page, check it out, since I uploaded the video on there.
Hey, is he like laggy on your screen?
Yeah, well, not
Yeah.
like very
Like-
pixel.
Pixel. All right. I was just wondering if his internet sucked and mine's doing great this time.
I'm not at home.
All right, so before we hear Kyle's joke, Kyle's over here. Appreciate that, Kyle. Again, if you guys are watching on Wally's page, Facebook, come on over to the Cornhole Roast page. But before we get into Kyle's joke, and there's a lot of buildup for this joke, Kyle, so it better be worth it. I want to talk real quick. Okay, never mind. We're just going to go right into
Yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. Jesus.
All right, Kyle, where's the punchline?
Never mind, bro. Never mind.
I expected more out of Cornhole Jesus. Come on now.
Yeah.
Zach says that 59-round game was a stat game. I was watching it, and they were playing legit. Didn't know at the
Yeah.
time there were many rounds.
They played that many rounds for 34th place.
Hey, that's dope.
You never know, man. You
That's
never know.
dope. That's
I
better.
would've been
They're
like,
better
fuck
men than
this.
me, bro.
After 20 rounds, I'm like, look. You
All
can
right,
I
have
usually
it.
go all airmails in stat games.
All right.
I'll
Well,
take 35th.
speaking of jokes, let's go ahead and talk Georgia Sliders real quick.
Got third place.
That was smooth, Wally. That was smooth.
Let's
Finished
talk
in the
about
money.
it. I didn't watch, but I know that I was right, which I always am. So we don't need to talk about how right I am and how the Las Vegas high rollers have already punched their ticket. And I'm only joking here because they had a tough first round matchup. We talked about it. You were a little scared coming in, but what happened to the Georgia Sliders there that weekend?
They didn't win. So they didn't win.
What a manager. What a manager, bro. Hey, just
So I do know,
pretend
like
you're
on
in
I
in
do
the
know.
media
So like
room
in
and
the,
need an answer.
in the third place game to go to the finals, it was 11-11 going to a 12 round. Emax hits a push and win, and he darts it off the bat, which sucks.
So-
But
Emax, man. Emax probably gonna be out here this month. I'm gonna have to talk to him, man.
So are you cutting him now?
What's that?
I said, is he getting cut now since he blew the shot? Like, what's up, manager?
No.
Yeah, I mean, you're the manager, man. You're gonna have to make some moves, bro.
We are a player-driven team.
So once again, you solidify your role is irrelevant.
Players make the lineups.
Players make the lineups, but I mean, you should make the coaching decisions. I know Shamar was there rooting on his team, so they're owned by Lucky Bags. Is Hennessy just throwing out different managers at different tournaments? Like 1 week it'll be you, 1 week it'll be Ricky, 1 week it'll be Shamar. I mean, how's that going to work out?
You think he'll let us
Shamar's
do
an
it?
owner. He's not a manager.
Same.
But
Oh damn!
no, it's just
Shamar
me.
owns the
I
team,
mean,
bro.
I have the ACL approved sliders jerseys and all that stuff already. I just couldn't make it. I'll be in Cleveland though, Jeremiah. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Was that a flex, bro? Like, I got the jerseys, bro. I swear, I got the jerseys.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot I do. I just don't want to talk about it.
So, what is the rest of the season going to look like for teams? Do the Vegas High Rollers not play anymore? They're done?
No, so they could win every one. That's so like the top 3 teams get paid out for the first 4 events. And then if you win, you automatically qualify. First off, you win money, right? And then you automatically qualify for the finals at Worlds or whatever.
Is it Final Four, I assume?
What's that?
Is it the Final Four, I assume?
No, it's a 6. I believe there's be a play-in if you don't make it.
Okay.
But the High Rollers, Las Vegas, which they won't, they could win all 4 events if they wanted. And then which would be weird, but yeah, so they're not like out of playing. They can still play because you're playing for money. And then it'll be a play-in.
So then they would just do the next 3 in the standings, and then the other 4 teams would play in, or something like that.
Yeah.
So essentially, everyone makes the playoffs. Is that what I'm?
It sounds like the NBA and the NHL all over again.
No,
So,
not everyone makes the playoffs.
Well, I mean, so
everyone
there's
makes the play-in, I guess.
6 teams make it, right? There's 10 teams.
So is that everyone?
I mean, I'm figuring the last 4 teams are playing for the 2 spots. That's what it sounds like to me. Participation trophies out here.
Now let's see. We got multiple comments. Again, if you guys are watching on Wally's page, head over to the Cornhole Roast page so I can pull your comments on the screen like this. Matt Harbarger says, what do you think about Sarah's post about being fined if not wearing a normal ACL Pro jersey? Bitch moved by the ACL, I think. I didn't see the post. Did you guys?
Yeah, so you have to go ahead, Jeremiah. You don't say much relevant shit. So
I just said I seen it, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead, big head. Say it. Come on. Hey, ACL manager, get after it.
that thing is shining. So apparently you get fined $50. It's only at signatures, so it opens. It doesn't matter. But for any pro event, if you're not wearing an ACL licensed jersey, so, but they can wear whatever they're in blind, like the blind draw event.
She's wearing her BG jersey with all her sponsors on it, and she's getting fined $50. How you feel about that? Well, I thought you only had to wear your pro jersey if you made TV. That's how it was, I believe, when I was there. But
dude, give me the fine all day long. I'm supporting my sponsors before I support the ACL, and I'll just take the $50 out of that fine, from what they paid me. I'll just do it that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the weird part is your ACL jersey has all your sponsors. Well, I guess it might just only have most of them. Yeah, you might not fit them all.
AKL on there if you wanted to, right?
But yeah, I mean, you got 5 sponsors on there, manager?
Teams.
Nepsy says, hey, Boogeyman, talk about the game at Tavern 62 last night. What night? Last night was a night with bags, buddy.
Listen, he was carrying me, and I just sold, bro. That's all that happened. That's the best I could say. I sold it.
Bryan says the sponsors would pay the fine. I mean, that's how it should work out, right? All right, Mike.
That's why I had Wally as a sponsor.
What's that?
That's why I had you as a sponsor. You paid a lot of fines.
I paid a lot of it, especially Wiedenfeld wearing jeans all the time. All right, Mike says, I can tell you firsthand what happened in teams. Most of the teams only had 3 sets of one color broken in and the other 3 sets white were crispy and new. Watching everyone slamming bags to the floor and throwing 3,000 bags to break them in, it was nuts. Spencer took himself out because the bags were too fast. And then he said, Wiedenfeld gets fined $50 every tournament for wearing jeans. Then Doug Neal says, where are we supposed to comment? What stream?
Cornhole Road.
Man. I think we're past the point where the bags are an excuse, right? Like,
yeah, it's like if you were the lower seed, lower seed, they got to choose which bags they want to use. So.
Dude, but why are you not breaking in multiple sets as a professional cornhole player?
Do you realize that the speed of the bag that most, even let's just say Spencer, the bags he throws are so damn dirty and slow. It doesn't take a week. It takes way longer than a week to get them there, especially being a white. That white stays so fast for so long
But
that
dude,
it's
you're
like
telling me that they didn't know they needed to have bags at the beginning of the season when they bought these teams?
ain't nothing new, bro. When I was at, I didn't get the damn bags until like 2 weeks before. Yeah, that's how it works.
Why is that?
The hell if I know. I guess motherfuckers don't know they need to send us team bags. I blame the manager. I blame the manager.
You can blame your sponsor.
No, I've always been Amish. It's always been a red Amish beard.
Doug, you got to head over to the Cornhole Roast podcast page, man. There's 29 people in here, only 5 people hitting the thumbs up. That's okay. Brian says, can we talk about the double clutching, box, etc.? Shit's getting ridiculous. I mean,
It just happens with a bunch of people. So, like, Tony obviously was double clutching a lot this week, like he has been. But I will say, like, it was controlled. He wasn't in Memphis. He was double clutching and throwing shit off the back of the board. This past weekend, he was double clutching and throwing shit in the hole. So, some people have I know Bryce Forbes double clutches a lot because he has like a hand problem. The bags don't feel
it
right.
comes down to does the bag feel good in your hand? I mean,
right. You know, some people are very particular about how they want their bag to feel right before they throw. So if you got a double clutch, it is what it is. It is what it is.
I think that the double clutching is just something that happens. Now, if he was at like, I don't know what the time limit is.
I just like when somebody double clutch, I just yelling ball. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't mind if it's like 7 seconds, 8 seconds, whatever. But if it's like 14 seconds and then he balks and then throws, you know, like a Lori Duel, Caitlin Allshouse situation when they were here in Vegas, that match took fucking forever, bro. It was like 35 seconds in between each bag. That's the point where I'm like, all right, dude, we need an official over here. We can't be having this double
clutch. Did you go get an official? Did you snitch on them?
Bro, the officials were watching. They didn't do anything. And, like, they were talking about doing something. I'm like, bro, we're past that point.
Was one of them Michael Gonzalez?
I went over to Michael and I said, bro, you know Jeremiah's going to have your ass if he finds out about this.
Damn straight.
So I think they fixed it going forward, but that was the last match I watched that night. I was like, I'm done. I'm out. Just call the right guy. Jake might know somebody.
He's probably talking about Michael.
But, I mean, I saw online that Ryan Trader's got the yips going too. Something going on with that. I mean, this stuff just happens.
Yeah. You
just got to overcome it. As a viewer, it's kind of annoying to watch, but I mean, what else can you do? I'd rather have good cornhole.
It's part of the game. I mean, I guess it's like stepping out the batter's box, bro. I mean,
yeah, I guess. I mean, I would guess I would be aggravated too if it was somebody double clutching and taking 30, 40 seconds. But if you're double clutching, you're still within the 12, 15 seconds, whatever it is. Who cares?
I mean, I think the players are probably just as frustrated. Let's just be honest. I mean, they don't want to do that.
Do you double clutch, Jeremiah?
No, but I mean,
maybe
it's not like I don't.
Maybe you need
I have
to.
sometimes.
That man was so sauced up before each bag, bro. He don't even realize what he's doing.
He ain't wrong. I be sauced up. He's not wrong. I mean, I got like 0.5 seconds of bags out, bro. We're good.
Mark says we have a guy at our club that does it like 5 to 6 times. I think the same thing. Ball.
Oh, he's just doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I think if you do it more than one time, you're allowed to be heckled by your fans watching you. You know.
I think you should be allowed to be heckled no matter what.
I don't think that's how you spell ball. That's what I got out of that comment.
I can't read, so I thought he spelled it right.
Well, we know.
Well, speaking of baseball, let's see what we got. Still 5-0. You told me
baby.
You told me to cash out, bro. We're halfway there. 4.5 innings in.
The cash out might have went up to $3.
Oh, good point. Let me see real quick. Bro. Actually,
what do you want to talk about?
I didn't expect to talk this much cornhole here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Hey, did it beep? You guys hear a beep yet?
No.
I heard nothing actually. We didn't even notice, bro.
What's going on,
bro? Chat. Let's hear it for Jeremiah taking the battery out of his vibrator and putting him up in the smoke alarm.
I was just saying,
he probably just unplugged it. Screw this.
Imagine Damon Dennis double clutching. Oh man, 6-0, Brian. Why you gotta fucking say something, dude? Giancarlo Stanton with a deep single.
You didn't check the catch out, did you?
Oh, I was going to do it, and I got distracted by Jeremiah's no smoke alarm. Let's see. Jake says it's all a mindset, pressure. Doug Neal. Here's the thing. Once Doug Neal starts commenting, man, we're going to get like 50 comments.
That's good.
Doug Neal.
Let's go, Doug.
Doug Neal has like one of those lazy boys from like a 1980s Christmas movie. You know what I mean? Where the dad's at it for 20
Doug,
years.
how do you feel about the Bears moving to Indiana?
Dude, why'd he just cut you off like that? Like hey, Wally's in the middle of his sentence. He's like, "Shut up, bro. Shut up."
It's 7-0 now. There ain't no cash out. Shit. All right, can I just say I appreciate no smoke detector? There you go, Kyle.
Hey,
giving you
Don't
your
be
flowers.
nice to Jeremiah.
You know, hey, we'll see how long it lasts. All right, we'll see how long it lasts.
Dude,
The batteries, it sucks the batteries like crazy, man.
Well, if you pulled them from that vibrator, I'd imagine it ain't gonna last too long.
Nah, dude. Vibrators nowadays, you don't need batteries, bro. You plug it into the charger, dude. Just calm down. Don't act like you didn't know that shit.
That's why he was late. He was telling his kid, "Hey, sit out in the hallway, and if there's a fire, I just want you to scream really loud, all right? I don't want to get made fun of no more. If we hear this, you know it's time to go, bro.
It's time to get out of here, bro.
Get out of here. Oh man, Doug sent me a message after last week. He said,
Sam Dan, what's up, Sam?
somebody's house is on fire. He says, "Oh man, did you say that after I posted? That's wild." Say what? What I said?
I don't know.
All right, Bryan says Trey Ryder basketball can't unsee it. Yeah, dude, he's balling right now. I think he's putting up triple double last night.
Bro, what?
Dawson says, "Bro, put on a hat, Jeremiah." Everybody's making fun of your hair, bro.
That's all right. I'm here to get roasted, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I
matter.
thought about putting the hat on.
Right?
I was like, look, I even brought it down with me. It's right here. I was like, you know what? They're gonna see this hair today. They're gonna see
Let
it.
it out, baby. Let it shine. Let it shine.
I mean,
Could be like
Bryan ain't got no hair, and they talking shit about mine.
I'm in.
Sam, what up? Welcome in.
My
Sam
shit's
rocking
shining,
that
boy.
face mask in his profile picture. Is that old or is he still actually rocking the mask?
Why he look like a conehead now?
Dude, I ain't gonna lie, dude. It looked like you got that out of a vending machine, bro.
Oh, shit.
Oh my
You
god,
look like a
like a
conehead.
conehead, bro.
All right, fuck y'all.
You know how, like, whenever a baby's newborn, they put that suction plunger on top of it?
Yeah.
That's exactly what Bryan looked like right there, dude. Bryan, put the hat back on, bro. Put the hat back on, dude. We're just messing with you, dude.
Yeah, let me show that to my sponsor.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, pull it down. Pull it down. Dude. Now you kind of look like the fucking dinosaurs baby from back in the day. You know? I know you know who I'm talking about.
The show that used to come on TV or whatever?
Yeah, I think it's called Dinosaur. Like,
Yeah, not your mama, whatever the fuck they was
yeah. I can't wait to find that clip and edit that into next. See, that's gonna be
Oh my gosh.
Nathan says
Bryan,
ACL.
are you okay?
Hey, which one's both of us though? There's three of us.
Bryan's actually in it, and nobody knows.
Oh, he is a manager. I keep forgetting, bro.
Hold up, boy. I played in one ACL event this year.
I'm gonna play in one too in Cleveland.
I think I might actually try and sign up this weekend for the ACO tournament, but I don't know, man. It's
There's
like
like 50 people out there. There's 50 people.
so I got a good chance of making tier one.
You got a good chance of winning it, buddy.
How many
I don't
people
even
get paid
care.
out?
When do I get my bags?
Jake, you heard the man. He's in here still. I know he is.
Dang. Not the mama. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one, bro. Tell me. Tracy,
Yeah, I
tell
know.
me that ain't. Tell me, I got to find a picture. Hold on. What am I doing here? I got
I'm taking the
resources.
fucking hat off before you do
I got
that.
resources.
Just kidding. I'll play along. I don't fucking look like that.
Bro,
All right, pull up the picture.
this is dead you. This is dead ass you, bro. Tell me that.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
Tell me that ain't it.
Yo. That's
Oh,
crazy.
Love it, bro. All right, where we at here? Jake says, Sam, how the hell are you, Sam? All right, where we at? I mean, I actually cried on that one. I got some tears out.
Dude, that was so good.
Jeremiah,
Yes.
are you coming to Erie, Pennsylvania? Mark wants to know. He'll be there.
I leave tomorrow after work.
Who you throwing with?
autographs?
I'm throwing with Braden Easterling.
Oh, jeez.
Is that bum?
I'm not signing the ACL contract, dude. That's the guy.
The bum. He came on the cornhole roast.
No, he didn't.
No.
He didn't? Yeah, he did.
Nah.
Uh-uh.
Oh, no, maybe we didn't have him.
No.
Email Jake, Wally. Email him.
All right, bet. Jake, hit me up with a DM. Whatever you need from me, let me know.
Money.
He said email him, bro.
I don't have his
No,
email.
I've never thrown a chair, bro. I've never thrown a chair.
That's the other king of cornhole. No ears to be found. Dang.
Damn.
Couldn't even imagine.
That Kyle, bro. This dude is on the roll. I don't know.
Dude, we got to get Kyle on here at one point. Good buddy, I thought I would have seen you in KC last weekend. Oh, man. I
He's
bet you
talking to
KC
Jake.
was fun, though.
Yo.
Me and Ohio. Oh, let's go. All right, so Kyle brings up something I want to talk about. Is Jake going to stay fun? I got it. All right, so Kyle's talking right here about slow-ass bags, and I think that's one thing that's kind of hurting the game right now is that everybody's throwing an 11. All these players, man, used to talk about, if you can't roll a bag, you don't know how to throw. I hate fast bags, blah, 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 blah. Now they're all switching to this style of game where they're just going hole for hole for hole for hole, and the game is getting boring to watch, in my opinion. And the same players are coming out on top over and over and over again, man. So I think the bags are to blame, but I wanted to bring this up anyway. But since Kyle did it, what do you guys think? Bryan?
What are we talking about? Just kidding.
All right, Jeremiah, on to you.
They're throwing slow bags, but they're still throwing them in the hole. It's not the bag problem.
Yeah, I don't think they're bags. Sorry, go ahead.
I think they just get comfortable with whatever they're throwing in their hand. And honestly, it's the easiest way to shape the rest of your shots. I got a stroke for a little while before my cut and anything works. Gosh damn it.
So you're trying to bust them up before you get stacked so you can last longer.
You're doing good, man. You're a great
No,
leader.
that's not what I'm doing. No, whatever. I can't think of a better word. I need to put the bags in the hole for a little while before I can, my cut works better, roll works better, everything works better.
I just don't think there's much strategy anymore. I mean, you talk about, for me, the one thing that kind of stood out to me this last weekend was Colin Hodet. Alejo, I have the UConn Huskies winning March Madness. But, I look at Colin Hodet. I'm like, man, Colin Hodet throwing 10.5, 11s and stuff like that, dude. But he's the roll king, bro. He's got to roll bags. He's got to set up situations to block. And I saw him on the live feeds for teams lose to Mark Richards because in the final round, he did not throw up a blocker. And you're the roll king, bro. This reminded me of Miranda Coy whenever she switched over to the faster bags. And, the roll queen didn't roll. I'm like, what are we doing here?
I think it's boring. I mean,
I didn't see it. Like, he tried to roll it over one bag?
No. So Colin Hodet was down by 1 point heading into the final round. It was round limited for teams. And I believe Colin had first throw. And he threw his first 3 bags in the hole. He wasn't trying to block or set up a situation to force Mark to do anything. And then on the 4th bag, Colin stopped short of the hole. And Mark just had to go on the board to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, so what that round tells me is he was literally trying to block every one of those bags.
I don't think so.
I 100%. I have that problem sometimes. You just can't miss, bro. It's hard to throw a blocker. A blocker is absolutely the hardest bag to throw in the game of cornhole.
I don't know, man.
You got to have a really soft throw. The guys that throw sticky bags, you're throwing so hard that it is really hard to throw a blocker.
Well,
in my opinion.
My proposal, if Wally K9 comes back to cornhole, we're scooting all the boards back 30 feet. And now everyone has to adjust.
I mean, that's fine and dandy. 2 years later, you're still getting your ass whipped.
No, but I think at 30 feet, you're going to have to play a little bit
Wally
different.
sucks?
No, I'm saying everybody's going to adjust to throwing at 30 feet, and the game's going to be the same thing.
I don't think so, man. I think at 30 feet, you're going to have to adjust from throwing faster bags because if you miss left or right, you're off the back. The angle's going to be coming in different. You're going to want to throw stickier bags. Plus, it just makes sense for the other countries that were trying to get.
Do you like? I don't know. Shouldn't you like that rather? I mean, you would prefer somebody
It's
throwing
not
faster bags.
7.5 meters anymore. It's 10 meters. Boom. Let's play that.
I like fast bags because it's easier for them to go in the hole. But I just think
You just suck.
That was me. I apologize.
Yeah, I apologize, you piece of shit.
No, play the laughing thing. I was hoping you played the laughing thing after that. Damn it.
No, but I think with somebody, I mean, would you rather watch somebody would throw fast bags the whole time, just go hole in the hole in the hole all the time?
I mean, I know fast bag guys that can block. I think it really comes down to your throw, like, honestly. Only sucky part about throwing fast bags, you throw really high normally, you get in one of them buildings that are tight, bro, for a regional, you screwed.
Kyle says no one's throwing a blocker 2020, 2019 game. I disagree, man. I feel like you're more likely to miss a shot on your own if you have first bag. You're more likely to miss a shot and then cost yourself the game later on because the pressure is getting to you. They don't have to do anything. Than you are, trying to throw up a block. You could at least work around that and manipulate it, I think.
No, dude. I mean, I'm with Kyle. It's real. If your block misses, now I'm either guaranteed I'm sacking, I'm just giving up 2, or I have to chase that bag. And now, now I have to work to get that bag back into wash. It is that's why they just throw them in the hole.
Yeah. Justin says he needs some teaching from me. He wants you to go to Delaware. I don't even know where that's at on the
Pay
map.
for my trip, bro. I'll be there.
Justin, I'm sure there's somebody better you could find for teaching. Yeah.
I agree, Cal. The best will still be the best, and I got no problem doing that. I just want to see a different strategy of the game, man. I mean, as a guy who sat there and watched it for 14 hours a day and commentated it, man, it was better whenever we had slower, BG Viking bags that people were trying to manipulate the way the game was played as opposed to just running bags in the hole.
I think that's also
blocker placement with a role in his arsenal is situational decision-making more than anything. We saw the same thing at Alex Rawls, though. And Alex Rawls was the best at it.
I think Alex was strong on it, yeah.
I think Alex was the best at it. They just got away from it, man. I don't know.
All right,
bro, we've been doing nothing but hearing you out, Kyle. You and Doug are the entire chat right now. But no,
so people want to know why. So are you going to try and be a commentator?
I mean, all right. You want to talk about that again? We're not going to hold back anything here. So I'll give my opinion on that. I like the round limited games. Mark says. Cal says 1+ point for both players every double 4-bagger. I like how you saw this idea and addicted to cornhole, and you're pawning it off on your own as your own idea, Kyle. Nicely done. Because I saw somebody else comment this in addicted.
I didn't see that,
early, and I thought it was a great idea actually. So if you throw a double 4-bagger, both teams go up 1. So if it's 2-1, double 4-bagger, the score is now 3-2. I like that idea. I think it's going to help move the game along a little bit. But I think things like that are going to have to be looked at. The only problem is you have the ACL, the TCL, the ACO, and until there is a unified cornhole governing body, you're not going to be able to change the game for the better until they all come to agreement on something.
I like the skins format personally, but
skins. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's the cool thing. I have a great idea. You know what? Fuck it. They do it. They do it. I change the game without even doing it. I think they need to have like an American League and a National League thing. The ACO still plays their tournaments. The ACL still plays their tournaments. The ACO has skins. The ACL has round limited. And then at the end of the year, you have one championship for the ACO. You have another championship for the ACL. And then everyone gets together at Spencer McKenzie's or something like that at the end of the year and guts it out for the final championship.
I like that idea other than the 128 pro teams this year. Like, bro.
It ain't gonna be everybody's in type thing. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to do it. Kyle said 8 to 9 months ago. I nope, not believing it. Pinocchio over here.
You didn't take his idea. I like the idea though.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, dude. Like, I think the problem is the ACL has kind of gotten away from listening to the fans a little bit, and I think that's kind of being a problem for us casual. Well, is that the right word? Casual fans? Are we casual fans?
Yes.
No, we're diehards. We're diehards.
Yeah.
So it's gotten away from the
We're
diehards.
casual players.
Yeah, it gone to the viewers and the ESPN viewing box and stuff. Bubba, I used to have a 5-point airmail box that I put behind the board, and the players would be allowed to shoot at that airmail for 5 points. It was a pretty fun tournament. But no, I think that they got to do something to kind of get back to the players, man. It's a little shaky. You got a question?
I don't know.
Why? I want you to answer my question. It looks like you're dodging my question.
Oh, he wants you to answer the commentator question.
Mic thing?
Yeah.
That's what I was getting to.
Okay.
But now I got 5 more comments. People in the chat, dude. You gotta oblige the chat. That's why Matt Guy's not a top player.
The chat.
I agree. Remember the movie Basketball? ACL needs psych outs and bonus points.
I
Baseball.
remember basketball. I used to have that movie on DVD. With,
VHS.
Right, so as far as the mic thing goes, what I was going to say is that they're kind of getting away from what the viewers want, and maybe I'm just being a little bit selfish because I did tell them I was open-minded to come back and commentate, and they didn't really say yes or no. They said they'd get back to me, and I haven't heard anything, so I was just kind of like, all right, well, it is what it is, and then they dropped this mic check thing. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I don't have a shot at coming back, or maybe they're doing it as an addition to type thing, but I think that the problem has been for maybe the last couple of years that they've lost that transparency of talking to the players. You know, you used to be able to go to Trey Ryder and ask him anything, and he would comment back about what's exactly going on and what's happening. And then for a while that became me. Like I was able to, talk to the chat about what's going on and stuff like that. But I just feel like right now there's a disconnect between the ACL as a company and the fans of what they're looking after. Now, they are still doing a phenomenal job of growing the sport. I'm not saying that. Kyle wants to know what league ever listened to the fans. I think the ACL kind of did it, but at the same time, they did it after the fact. I don't think anybody asked for them to take away open standings. I think we all loved open standings. I was talking shit to Ryan Windsor, and he didn't even know it. I was the best player in Illinois for like a week. I was better than Ryan Windsor for like 3 months, and he didn't even care, know about it, nothing. But it was fun for me to look at the open standings and see what pros I'm better than. You know what I mean? And they took that away, and then they brought it back because I think they realized their mistake. So I think that they understand some things, but I think it's just a little bit too late. Matthew says, I said that exact idea to Frank, and he was pissed. Matthew, which idea are you talking about?
So are you going to submit a video with some of your commentary work?
I think you should, Brian.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
I'm joking. They have a lot of your videos in the archives.
I mean, they use my voice in the clip. They use my clip to find someone to replace me, and it's kind of like, okay.
That's disrespectful, bro.
Yeah, so I don't know.
And I don't think they can use my commentary videos, Jeremiah, but it's a lot of explicit language.
I'm not involved in it. I think Jeremiah and who'd you commentate with? Stevens?
No, he was with
Dean Norton.
Dean Norton.
Yeah, we were killing it, bro.
I was thinking Nate Stevens. I ain't seen that man in years.
Yeah, I don't
The
know.
ACO now, Jeremiah.
Yeah, it was Dean. Michael Gonzalez, what up, dude?
Red flag.
Red flag. But no, I think that there is an area out there where the sport can just grow to, to actually a professional level and be taken a little bit seriously. But I think some things need to happen. I think some of the things that I think are going to be unpopular, like we got to get rid of all these jabroni bag companies and make everyone have to buy into the team's format and make the managers actually do something.
I
really think they're trying to do they're gearing towards doing a lot more shit focused around teams.
Wally always been treated like cheap. I wouldn't go back unless Stacy sells. I mean, I've had good talks with Stacy too, but I just don't. My problem whenever I work there is that I have been connected to the players. I've been connected to the fans. I've been connected to the company. I've been connected to the broadcast. I've been connected to every single party, and I had a lot of input to say, but I don't feel like I was ever being heard. So I think that was one of my biggest problems. And if I come back, I want to change the game. I don't just want to commentate. So no, to answer your question, I'm not going to try out for the mic thing. Wally, honestly, should be a shoe-in for the commentary spot. Big-time disrespect. I wouldn't even think about going back now. I mean, dude, who knows what's going to happen? I'm not going to burn any bridges or whatever. I just don't feel like I feel like I'm at that point now where I don't think I need to keep my mouth shut anymore. So
I agree.
You guys got any questions, feel free to ask them. I mean, I'm down to do some collabs now. I don't care what company you're in.
Yeah. Hey, Jake, get on it, bro. We got to get this going.
Let's get the fans what they want, man. Let's collab up. Why do all amateur lucky bag players look the same? Is there a type?
I don't know. That's Bryan.
Bryan, is there a type?
Jake, what do you think, Jake?
Letting the teams be owned by something other than the ACL are the steps forward, in my opinion. I agree. That's what I'm saying. We need to get rid of.
Trying to own a team personally.
Huh?
I want to own a team, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Get rid of all these jabroni bag companies that just want to make bags. No offense to the small people out there, but dude, let's take this serious. Get 8 bag companies in the ACO that want to be taken seriously. Get 8 bag companies in the ACL that want to be taken seriously, and let's do this for an entire year and actually travel to these different locations and make it count for something.
I just want to be that manager, and I want to show Bryan how you do it. Right?
But how do you write?
Are the Ohio Aviators still in the teams?
I don't know.
Dude, the Vibe Aviators, bro.
No,
It's
bro.
there.
I want
Dude,
to
the Ohio Vibators.
Fuck the Fuck the Aviators. I'm still butthurt. They never drafted me, bro. Fuck the Aviators.
Bryan says K9 Vab believe. Let's go.
You got another Laffy Taffy?
Oh,
same
well, I didn't eat the other one, but I do have another one.
Oh. Yeah, we're about to come out with a bag that's called, it's going to be Vibe, and it's going to be called the Raider. The Vibe Raider.
Vibators.
Yep,
All
Jake
right,
got it.
We got a lot of stuff going on. I think we're winding down this show. I don't know about you guys. I'm tired. I haven't ate yet.
Why didn't you eat dinner?
Bro, I had to get home and hurry up and find out where Jeremiah was, dude. I had an APB going for him.
Hey, you got a Stevie back there?
Where? Oh, yeah, I got one.
Dang, that's what's up, bro.
It's
I remember
my Commissioner Excellence Award for being great.
And you say he didn't hear you out.
I said what?
And you say the ACL didn't hear you out.
Well, I mean,
I'm just kidding.
they won with Josh Keck and Kat Halbert the year before, and they didn't have anyone else to give it to this year. So I think. Well, actually, they gave it to Bernie and Jeff, and then Trey already had one. Jeff and Kat. Misha's probably going to get one this year. Actually, Misha. It could be Gonzo and Athena. They'll probably give it to the directors, and then Jake will get his next year. That's how it works.
Kyle's stupid as hell, bro. Did you see that? Did you see the picture of my Stevie? You don't got a Snapchat, do you? No, you don't got.
No.
Let me go get it.
Is that what he was talking about?
Yeah, he broke.
Bags move around the hole in the vibrator. Dude, I think I'm onto something here.
Go ahead. Tell Jeremiah you want royalties.
Dude, we should just leave without telling him. He'll come back and the show's over.
All right, so do you have one in it all real quick? He doesn't know shit about Sweet 16.
Brian says Ellis has 200 stops to deliver tomorrow. What do you say?
Do you have one in it all?
I got oh my. Okay, never mind. Still 7. I thought it was 7-5 now. Dude, I'm holding on. 3 more innings.
Bottom of the 6th.
I got UConn winning the whole thing. So let's talk about that real quick, and then we'll get out of here once he comes back with his trophy, whatever he's doing. But who do you have left in your Final Four? My Elite 8 is shot to shit, but my Final Four is still intact.
Mine is Michigan and Purdue.
So So you're still Michigan and Purdue. Can that even happen?
What do you mean? Did that happen?
Are they on the same side of the bracket?
Huh?
They're not on the same side of the bracket?
They'll end up playing each other.
Oh, they will? Okay.
Yeah, so that like they're both. That's the teams I have left though.
Oh, that's all you have left?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I just went crazy.
You're in trouble. I had Kansas beating Duke this week, so what you got there, bro?
His arm broke.
Well, what you got? Ooh, nubbin? Or is that a peanut? Is that a? Oh no, that's arm. Okay,
That's an arm, bro. Snapped off.
dude, you should glue that somewhere. Oh man, what do you guys think about Jake's commentating? I don't mind it, man. I think Jake's a good play-by-play. I think one thing where Jake could improve on is I think he could slow down just a little bit on his pacing because he does have some good things to say, but I feel like he's rushing to his next thing to say. And sometimes I can kind of get in the way of what he's actually trying to say. Rate Jake's commentary 1 to 10, probably an 8 for me. But I mean, I was there commentating next to it. What do you guys think? I don't think Jake's that tall.
I think Jake's a great commentator. I think he tries to sell a little much sometimes.
What does that mean?
But I mean, it works, I guess, for people who aren't there. But I don't. I think he's great, and I think he's definitely improved. He continues to get better. So I give him about a 7 out of 8.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I would consider Trey or Anthony or Jeff a 10. I mean, there's a lot of different areas to look at. You know, one, talking about the game, entertainment factor, how clear they are. Like, Anthony is really, really good about what Anthony does. Mish is really, really good about what Mish does. I liked it best whenever we had a good mix of everybody, you know?
Yeah.
I don't even listen to the commentator if they don't talk to the chat. That's right, Kyle.
The chat matters.
Dude, I don't even know if you guys remember what it was like before I commentated. You know what I mean? Before I brought the chat into play, what was it like?
Probably sucked. I mean, I feel like it's easier to commentate if you interact with the chat personally. But
Yeah, but that's not commentating.
was it? I mean,
Trey is solid. He's the best in my opinion. I think so too. I think Trey is better whenever he can play off of somebody because Trey can do color or play-by-play. But the one thing that Trey is 100% hands down on is his knowledge and his memory, bro. He can remember anything about the fucking game. And that's one thing that I sucked on.
too much alcohol, bro.
Jake is better to listen to than most. Got to give him some props. Yeah, man. I mean, it ain't easy. We just make it look easy. Hopefully they find somebody. Hopefully they find somebody good in this mic drop thing. I don't know.
I might try. You think I should try out?
Dude, why not? YOLO.
You think they'll let me?
I think they'll let you.
Yeah, I'd be interested to what they're actually looking for.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hopefully it's something good. I don't know if they're doing. Again, I don't know if they're doing it in addition to, or if they're doing it as something on their own. So, I'm open-minded to whatever they come across. I think it'll still be fun and entertaining to watch. It's a little bit hard for me right now to get into the season because I don't really know what's going on. But that's my own doing. Like I didn't follow Cornhole for 6 or 7 months because I wanted to get away from it. So.
Oh, we know.
And then you missed
You
us.
just fell off the face of the earth and then magically popped up again, man.
Yeah, and you deleted our files.
I got a hole in my bags, and I was like,
You left
you
our
believe-
group on Snapchat.
Yeah, can you believe that the Cornhole Roast Snapchat group we got? He was
Yeah,
gone.
you know who we got to replace you?
Replaced you with Ricky.
it was Ricky.
Exactly.
Gilbert?
Ricky Godfrey.
Gilbert?
No, Godfrey.
Gilbert Godfrey? Do I really think Trey left for a better opportunity or another reason? I mean, I think he left for a better opportunity.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, I don't know what he left for. I talked to him the day before that post went live. And he didn't mention it at all. But I mean, here's the thing, dude. Basketball is well established beyond Cornhole. So if there's a path,
Especially the AAU division, I think is what he's kind of focusing on. You know what I mean?
I thought he was
travel
playing.
basketball. So
I thought he went to go play.
yeah, he did.
No, I don't know. I
Like
haven't
the
paid
white big baby, Glenn Davis.
So Trey Ryder is doing basketball now. Is that that's what I'm catching from this?
Well, yeah, AAU basketball, according to Kyle and Bryan, they know more than I do. So,
Like 12-year-olds, like what? What age group?
Kyle says Trey was part of the cuts to
Something
save
along those
money, in my opinion. Wow, that would be interesting. That's one guy I don't think you could have cut, though.
Yeah, but I also think he might have got a thing that the ACL couldn't afford him. So
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I knew, just for the sake of having the answers to answer for you guys, but I don't know. I know that whenever I left for personal reasons. I'd never left with the intention of it being like goodbye. And then they did like that whole video at the end of the season. I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll tear up a little bit and make a little speech. But it was kind of weird. But, you know, I always plan on kind of coming back. But if they actually want me back, I don't know. I had the ACO reach out and ask my phone number. They never called either. So if I have if I have a spot in Cornhole, who knows, man? If not, I'll just be here doing this with my boys.
Yeah.
you always have a spot with us, Wally.
Yeah.
You guys are looking
What the hell was that one, bro?
Stevie, bro. Stevie. Getting crazy. I'd rather commentate wrestling. Let's go, dude. Wrestling Mania coming to my backyard in 3 weeks.
Everything's
Nice.
in your backyard, dude. Shut up.
bro.
Oh, I love it out here. Come hang out. All right, man. I think that's it for me, bro. I'm excited. This is a fun time. We got baseball today, tomorrow, this weekend. We got March Madness. We got some draft prep to do. We got 3 ACO tournaments coming up. We got Cornhole Roast podcast. We got some sports gambling podcasts. We got In Your Element with Mish. We got the Survivor podcast on Mondays with me, my daughter, and Michael and Ryan. Those are fun times. Jeremiah is going to get a haircut.
No.
No, he's not.
I'm trying to get it as long as
Ryan's going
possible.
to get a hair.
No, I'm not, bro.
No, he's not.
You want to borrow some of mine?
No, I don't want fucking lice.
Oh, them New Orleans folks a little different, ain't they?
That's crazy. That's why he got rid of his hair. He kept getting lice.
Just don't go, bro.
Do you know I speak fluent New Orleans, Louisiana?
You do?
That's pretty good, huh? That's pretty
That
good.
was pretty
I
good.
know that's down the bayou.
Like gumbo.
All I heard was gumbo.
Yeah, from fucking Waterboy. That's how you sound like the guy from Waterboy. Bobby Boucher's uncle or whatever the fuck you are.
All right, man. That's it for me. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm gonna get some food in me. So next Wednesday, 8:00 Central Time, I'll be here.
Brian
Me
will
too,
be here.
after baseball.
I'll be here.
Brian will be here. Jeremiah
Thanks for
will be
me.
sometime. All right, chat. That's it, man. I'm heading out of here. Peace.
Peace out. Hope you feel better, Jeremiah.
Yeah, get some sleep, bro. Get some sleep.
Go get